Hard work beats talent when talent takes a nap. Gavelier Khawla Hashim.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I'll talk about hard work beats talent when talent takes a nap. Let me start with a question. What's more powerful? Hard work or talent? At first it seems that talent will win. We look at athletes, artists, leaders from all around the world. And we think that they were born to do that, but here's the truth. Talent may give you a head start, but it can never guarantee the finish line. Hard work beats talent when talent takes a nap. Let me share with you a story about two best friends. Zainab and Layla both were artistic souls. Zainab was a pianist and Layla was a painter. They both loved their craft, but they were different in approaching success. Zainab was a brilliant pianist. Every time she sat down to play in the piano, it seemed like the music poured from her fingertips. People admired her, and she was confident of her talent. She said to herself, "Well, I practice every day when I got a raw talent, right?" Now Layla, she was a painter. She didn't have a magical touch, but she had was a grit.
Gavelier Anamta Fatima with the speech title, Cheaters are always the losers. Cheaters are always the losers. Gavelier Anamta Fatima.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, most respected judges, and fellow Gavaliers. Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon to one and all. Today, the title of my story is Cheaters Are Always Losers. Once upon a time, there was two crows named Jack and Sam. One day, they started a fight. Jack said, "Hey, I am superior than you because I am taller than you." Hearing this, Sam says, "No, I am superior than you because I am elder than you." So they decided a challenge. They need to fly a bag on their beak. The one who flies higher wins. Jack was a mean crow. He put cotton balls in his bag, but in Sam's bag he put a lots of amounts of salt. So then the two crows started flying. Jack was going higher than Sam because he was carrying a light bag. But Sam was not going higher than Jack because he was carrying a heavy bag. Meanwhile, it started raining. Jack's bag got soaked. The cotton balls got soaked and became heavy. But on the other hand, the salt got dissolved and became light. Now you can see Sam is going higher than Jack because he was carrying a light bag. But Jack was not going higher than Sam because he was carrying a heavy bag. So Sam won the challenge. Moral of the story: cheaters are always losers. Back to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Now let us observe a 1 minute silence for the judges to mark their ballots.
Confidence in making new friends. Confidence isn't about having all the answers. It's about being willing to make the leap, learn and grow from every experience. Believe in your potential, embrace the journey, and watch yourself rise. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, respected guests, and fellow Gavaliers. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to one and all. Today I want to talk about something we all have just meeting new people. The idea of forming friendship can be daunting. However, believe in your potential embrace. Once there was a girl named Mariam who was really shy when meeting new people. Mariam had just moved to a new town, leaving behind the familiar faces of her old school. On her first day of school, Mariam felt like a fish out of water. The hallways were buzzed with laughter and conversations. The cafeteria was packed with a group of friends. Mariam's heart raced and clutched her lunch tray, unsure where to sit. Gathering her courage, Mariam noticed a table with few students who looked welcoming. Mariam walked to them and asked them, "Hello, I'm Mariam. Is it okay if I sit with you?" The group looked up, smiled at her, and made a room for her. "Hi, I'm Aisha, and these are Zainab and Fatima." Mariam, they quickly started talking about their favorite TV shows and sports. Mariam, feeling at the ease, shared her love for drawing. Zainab also loved drawings and wanted to see some of Mariam's sketches.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hamza Abdullah, and today is the last session of our youth leadership program. So today I'm going to talk about something really cool, the magic of imagination. Imagination is like having a superpower that lets you create all sorts of funny and amazing things on your mind. I have a secret. When I imagine something, my brain becomes like a movie studio. For example, last week I imagined that my pet cat dog could talk, and guess what? It started giving me advice about how to avoid getting my homework done. Just tell your teacher that my dog ate my homework. Imagining is a very useful thing, especially when you're bored. Just imagine that it's raining outside and you're stuck indoors. Instead of sitting around, you can imagine and turn your living room into a giant trampoline park. Just picture bouncing from one end to the other. Try not to fall in the lava, which is really just the carpet. Or let's say you're doing a boring task like cleaning your room. Just pretend that you're on a quest to find hidden treasure buried under the piles of clothes and toys. Or maybe you're a famous pirate searching for lost gold. Be careful. The cleaning machine, the vacuum machines is going to attack you, which is more of a monster. Or you imagine that, or you're trying to figure out how to get a snack from the top shelf. Just imagine that you're a superhero with super stretchy arms. You reach there at no time. Or if you accidentally step over a squishy toy, just pretend that was a part of the super spy mission. Thank you for listening to my speech.
The power of curiosity, Yusuf Yaqub.
Have you ever wondered what would the world look like if nobody asked why? Would we have ever discovered electricity or something as delicious as pizza? Curiosity is the spark behind every great invention, but sometimes we may forget how powerful it can be. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow Gavengers, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to one and all. Curiosity is something that drives us to learn more, explore new things, and and gives us fresh ideas. But as we grow up, we might stop asking questions. Today, I want to share two stories of the people who didn't stop. They used their curiosity to change the world. By the end, I hope that a simple question, why, can lead to something amazing. When Jack was 14, he was just like another boy, but full of curiosity. One day, he was working on his family farm. He glanced and looked at the power line above him.
Emma, what if I told you that this fall was not just an accident, but a crucial part of the journey to success? Well, it might seem surprising, but the truth is that the greatest success often comes from the greatest struggles. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters, guests and judges, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to everyone. Today, I am here to share two powerful stories that illustrate how struggle is not the enemy, but a vital ally to our pursuit in success. I hope by the end of this speech, you will see your struggles not as barriers, but as essential steps towards your greatness. Now, let's start with Thomas Edison, one of history's most celebrated inventors. Edison was famously known for his work on the incandescent light bulb, a groundbreaking achievement which changed the world forever. But what many don't know is that his path was rarely smooth. He faced over 1,000 failed attempts before he found the right materials, the right materials to make a working light bulb. Picture this for a moment. Failing 1,000 times, some people would give up after a few, but Edison did. When questioned about his repeated failures, Edison famously said, "I have no faith. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's perspective was that failure was not the opposite of success, but a crucial part of the journey. Each lesson taught him something valuable, and each failure brought him closer to his great goal.
Justice and peace, Alishwa Nayab.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow cavaliers and most respected judges, today we gather to reflect on the plight of the Palestinian people who for decades have endured profound hardship and displacement. We gather to affirm that justice, equality, and peace are not just ideals to aspire to. They are rights that every person deserves, no matter their nationality, no matter their race, and no matter their religion. Palestine is not just a place on the map. It is a home for a whole nation who have shown remarkable resilience in the face of such hardship and adversity. People whose culture, identity, and history are rich and deep-rooted.
An introvert's path to confidence, Khulud Hashim.
Thank you, Contest Master. Fellow Toastmasters, respected guests, and dear Gaviliers. A very good afternoon to you all. When I was 12, my mother enrolled me in public speaking. As any least interested teenager who was also an introvert, I was clearly annoyed. I remember this conversation I had with her vividly. "Mama, why do I have to go for these boring sessions? It's not like I'm going to achieve anything from it." She replied with, "Yes, you will. In fact, learn a new superpower." Superpower? Superpowers to me meant that I would have crazy magical abilities, like flying without wings. Anyways, just as every journey started with a step, this was nothing but taking a leap into the spotlight.
Transform tomorrow. Transform tomorrow. Anam Ismail.
Picture this. You wake up tomorrow to find everything around you has changed. The problems that seemed haunting yesterday are now solved.
have turned into opportunities? How incredible would that be? But what if I told you such a transformation doesn't have to be a dream? It can start with the steps you take today. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, most respected guests, and fellow Gabaliers. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to one another. In a small village named Al Medina, there were two friends, Amina and Tariq. Now imagine a village where every classroom looks like it's straight out of the storybooks. Except for one. 1 minute, I'm gonna go get something. Straight out of the storybooks. Except for one. That's where Amina worked. Her classroom was a far cry from the ideal learning environment. She could see that hard walls in the classroom were cracked. The roof leaked whenever it rained. She could see little clouds of despair hanging over her students' heads. One evening, Amina turned to Tariq in eager with big dreams for his village. Tariq, she said, our classroom is falling apart. Can you help us? My students deserve a better place to learn.
A promise. The power of a promise. Abdullah Yaqub.
Have you ever looked in the eyes of someone you love and seen a pain so profound that it feels like a dagger to your heart? A pain so raw that it ignites a fire within you, a fire that won't be extinguished until you've transformed their world. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and esteemed judges, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to one and all. Today, I invite you to embark on a journey not just of hardship, but of love and unyielding determination. This isn't merely a story, it's a testament to how boundless love, when paired with relentless perseverance, can alter destinies. Meet Muhammad, a boy born into a world where hope seemed like a distant world. His family of 6 squeezed into a shabby room where the walls were cracked and weary.
In a wide, choppy sea, the wind howling, the waves smashing, and no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to move forward. But now, imagine rowing that same boat with a group of your friends. How easy is that? With the power of teamwork, a single struggle turns into a job that is possible. This showcases the concept of teamwork. How, when we work together, even the impossible is possible. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to respected judges, distinguished guests, and my fellow Gabaliers. Today, I am here to talk about a topic that is important in our everyday life: teamwork. Teamwork is working together with your friends, peers, or classmates to achieve a goal, be it at work, school, or when you're doing a group project. Teamwork makes even the individuals achieve great feats. Teamwork highlights the concept of how the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. A high school basketball court. The season was going so bad for the team.
So many dreams. What about you? Do you have any dreams? Well, do you?
Yeah.
So, looks like we're all on the same page. Contest master, fellow Gabaliers, and everyone who has a dream, welcome on board. Dreams. We all have them. But how many of us are willing to chase them? And by dreams, I don't mean flying or wishing for the genie in the lamp to complete your school assignment. I am talking about the dreams that set your soul on fire. The dreams that make you say, I am meant for more than this. The real, deep, burning dream sits in your heart.
Confidence in making new friends. Confidence isn't about having all the answers. It's about being willing to make the leap, learn, and grow from every experience. Believe in your potential, embrace the journey, and watch yourself rise. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, respected guests, and fellow villagers. Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon to one and all. Today, I want to talk about something we all have done but never shared. Confidence in making new friends. Whether it starts by a new school, going to a new neighborhood, or simply just meeting new people. The idea of forming friendship can be daunting. However, believe in your potential, embrace. Once there was a girl named Mariam who was really shy when meeting new people. Mariam had just moved to a new town, leaving behind the familiar faces of her old school. On her first day of school, Mariam felt like a fish out of water. The hallways were buzzed with laughter and conversations. The cafeteria was packed with a group of friends. Mariam's heart raced and clutched her lunch tray, unsure where to sit. Gathering her courage, Mariam noticed a table with few students who looked welcoming. Mariam walked to them and asked them, "Hello, I'm Mariam. Is it okay if I sit with you?" The group looked up, smiled at her, and made a room for her. "Hi, I'm Aisha, and these are Zainab and Fatima." Mariam, they quickly started talking about their favorite TV shows and sports. Mariam, feeling at the ease, shared her love for drawing. Zainab also loved drawings and wanted to see some of Mariam's sketches.
Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon to you all. Patience is a quality that often goes overlooked in our fast-paced world. Those who lack in this quality, they miss many great milestones. Whereas those who gain it back stay blessed, like my friend Rizwan, a young teenager who was known for his impatience at first. Rizwan wanted everything immediately, whether it was mastering a new skill, growing a plant, or even waiting for a new festival. His impatience often led to frustrations and incomplete tasks. One sunny morning, Rizwan's grandfather, an experienced gardener, gave him a bag of seeds and asked him to plant them. "Rizwan, these are sunflower seeds, and they will teach you the value of patience." Rizwan eagerly planted the seeds, expecting them to bloom the next day. However, days passed with no signs of growth. Rizwan watered the seeds daily, but his impatience grew as the seeds remained dormant. "Grandfather, I'm not watering these seeds anymore. It's a useless activity and a waste of time." "Son, great things take time. Patience and perseverance are the key to success." "Okay, fine, grandfather. I'll wait for the right time." Rizwan did not lose hope and continued to take care of the plants. Weeks turned into months, and finally, one day, Rizwan noticed tiny green sprouts breaking through the soil. He was excited and optimistic. He shouted, "Grandfather, look how beautiful these tiny little babies are. They are so amazing." Rizwan's grandfather saw a new and a cheerful Rizwan. Slowly but surely, progress was being made. The tiny little green sprouts grew into tall, sturdy stems, and eventually, vibrant sunflowers blossomed. Rizwan was filled with a sense of accomplishment and joy. "Grandfather, I cannot believe I give life to these tiny little creatures. They are so beautiful. Thank you so much, grandfather." "Rizwan, did you notice that the most rewarding achievements requires time, effort, and most importantly, patience? Now use this newfound understanding in other areas of your life and see the magic." Dear Cavaliers, the lesson Rizwan's grandfather taught him using those sunflower seeds became a guiding principle in his life. Patience did not only help him achieve his goals, but also enhanced his character, making him a wiser and resilient person. Surely, patience is an instrument that helps us refine our skills and personality. Speaking of instrument, I once had developed love for an instrument too, a piano to be more specific. Excited and optimistic, I asked my father to buy me one. Father, I love this beautiful creature. What is that beautiful creature of yours? It's a piano, father. It's beautiful, isn't it? It sure is beautiful, but it's not innocent, dear. Hard to play, and will make you sweat. Anyhow, if you're really willing to play one, I'll get one for you. The next day, I got one myself, and I was so much happy. I began practicing right after I got it. Initially, I struggled with the chords and my fingers felt a little clumsy. And yes, it did make me sweat, as my father said. As you all know, frustration sets in quickly, and I considered giving up real quick. The desire to play fluently seemed like an unattainable dream, and my initial enthusiasm waned. But then, I heard a voice. Hadi, do you remember Rizwan's grandfather's advice? Patience and perseverance are the key to success. Do not lose hope, you can do this. Taking those words to heart, I decided to approach my practice with a new mindset. Instead of rushing to play entire chords, I decided to focus on one chord at a time. And it really improved me a lot. Even my fingers started to move fluidly across the keys. Each practice session became an experience in patience and perseverance. And soon enough, I was able to play my favorite tunes without any hesitations. Dear Cavaliers, this journey taught me that patience isn't just about waiting. It's about maintaining a steadfast character despite the challenges and difficulties you face. And this lesson extended beyond the instrument. Dear Cavaliers, there are many wise people in life, like Rizwan's grandfather, in lives of all of us. We all learn bit by bit. We all have big dreams, but we all have to learn. Patience and perseverance are the key to success. Back to you,
Barriers, Muhammad Umar.
Imagine standing at the edge of something new and exciting. You can either stay where you are or step into the unknown where amazing things can happen. Have you ever felt like you were close to something great but were held back by doubts or obstacles? What if the challenges you face are actually the key to achieving your dreams? Master of Ceremonies, most respected guests and fellow Cavaliers, Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to one and all. I always wanted to break barriers, but always ended up breaking things instead. I remember when my father told me, "Son, be careful, or I break something of yours." Then I started to go out of the box, my home. I noticed that people are doing miraculous things. Their barriers are set far beyond our comments. Like Elon Musk. He is known for his work with companies like Tesla and SpaceX. But his journey wasn't always easy. In the early days, when he first started SpaceX, many experts doubted. They said, "Space travel is too expensive. Your goals are unrealistic. You can't do this." Despite this, he didn't give up. His first few rocket launches failed, and he almost went bankrupt. Even after this, he didn't give up. He pushed through the difficulties. He took the feedback, learned from the failures, and kept improving his rockets. Finally, his determination paid off. SpaceX successfully launched and landed rockets, reducing the cost of space travel drastically and making history. Elon Musk's story shows us that every barrier we face is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and go beyond what we thought was possible. It might be filled with doubts and obstacles, but we can always overcome it. When I first watched the Harry Potter series, I nodded my head. Yes, in fact, it would have been me. It was only by mistake that the angels threw me in the wrong home. A typical Pakistani home. I know I can't find out about the angel who threw me here, but what I can find out about is Harry Potter's creator.
Are small but matter a lot. Muhammad Mudassar.
My steps are small, but matter a lot. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, most respected guests, and my fellow Gaveliers. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to one and all. In a small village among the rolling hills lived a boy named Madi. Madi was a curious 10-year-old boy who loved exploring the world around him. He was always full of energy and dreams, imagining himself as the adventurer discovering new lands. One rainy afternoon, as Madi came home from school, finding his house in chaos, his father had lost his job, his mother was sick in the bed, bills were piling up, and there wasn't enough money for essentials. The once cheerful home was now filled with worry and despair. Madi wanted to help his family, but didn't know where to start from. One evening, as Madi sat near the window watching the rain, his grandfather joined him. Sensing Madi's stress, his grandfather put a comforting hand on his shoulder and said, Madi, when life gets overwhelming, remember that even the smallest step that you make can lead to a very big difference. Focus one thing at a time. Inspired by his grandfather's words, Madi decided to take an action. The next morning, he woke up early and set to work. He started cleaning his house and organizing a small garden. And that it was a small step, but it was still a step. Seeing the tiny home, it lifted his mother's spirit a bit, and his father got a light of hope. This encouraged Madi to take another step. Whenever Madi came home from school, he would always go to his neighbors and help them with odd jobs like delivering small things to other places, washing their cars, watering the plants. In amount, they paid him very little, and in return, they paid him very small amounts, which he saved diligently.
From the 2B Cavaliers group is Taha Abdullah with the speech title, The Importance of Following Your Passion. The Importance of Following Your Passion, Taha Abdullah.
Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to talk about something extremely important. Following your passions. Passion is a powerful word, and it means something that excites you, something you love to do so much that it makes you forget about time. Imagine waking up every morning with a big smile because you're excited to dive into something you love. That's what a person does. It fills your life with joy and enthusiasm. But why is it so important to follow your passion, especially as you're growing up? Let's explore this together. Passion makes learning fun. Think about a subject or activity that you really enjoy. Maybe it's drawing, coding, or playing a sport, or even playing video games. When you're passionate about something, learning about it doesn't feel like a chore. For example, if you love space, you might enjoy learning about planets and stars.
Each speaker from the 2B Cavaliers group is Syed Haider with a speech title, Believe You Can and You're Halfway There. Believe You Can and You're Halfway There, Syed Haider.
Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Now, fellow Cavaliers and respected guests, you might be wondering, why did I choose this topic? The reason I chose this topic was because in Toastmasters, I've learned lots of things, whether it be responsibility, inspiration, and etc. The reason I chose this topic was because when I was 12 years old, I was put in the YLP Toastmasters program. I was scared because I hated public speaking. I did not like it at all. I was almost an introvert. But my mom encouraged me, and when I got there, I saw friendly faces, and DTM Ahmed, our inspirational DTM, he inspired me a lot. So with his smiley face, let's have a applause for DTM Ahmed Asif.
Group is Marwa Javed with a speech title Sewing a Broken Heart. Sewing a Broken Heart, Marwa Javed.
Imagine losing a piece of your heart, a joy that was meant to light up your life, only to find yourself drowning in sorrow. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon to respected Toastmasters and my fellow guests. Sarah was a mother, but her dreams of motherhood were shattered one fateful day when a tragic accident took her baby girl away from her. The pain was suffocating. She withdrew from life, and as if joy had abandoned her. Days turned into months, and the vibrant woman she once was faded into the shadows of grief. Her dearest friend, Madhu, one day visited her. She was saddened by Sarah's condition. Madhu, why don't you adopt a child? There are many who are waiting for your head.
Our 15th and the last Cavalier speaker from the 2B Cavaliers group, and also the final speaker of the day, is Abdurrahman Khan with a speech title Self-Belief. Self-Belief, Abdurrahman Khan.
Have you ever wondered what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who don't? Answer is simple: self-belief. It is that magical ingredient that turns "I will never be able to do this" into "watch me pull this off while juggling flaming torches and blindfolded." Do you really see me juggling flaming torches and blindfolded?
Yes.
I needed more answers.
Yes.
I'm famous. Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, esteemed guests, and fellow Cavaliers. Come after 15 years. Self-belief is the fire that fuels our determination. It changes ambitious dreams into reality. It pushes us beyond our limits, even when odds seems insurmountable. A group of boys. Hi, you chicken, troubling puppy. Ha 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 ha. You are going to make solar-powered phone charger. Ha 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 ha. Joke of the day. Ha 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 ha. They were all laughing at this 12-year-old, weak in physique, shorter than the rest of his classmates. His biggest mistake was when he announced in class this: I'm going to make solar-powered phone charger. The teacher: do you have any formal knowledge about this field? The student: no. The teacher: do you have any idea what are you talking about? The student: yes, miss, I will try. The whole class laughs. The teacher nods and says, Inshallah. They believe in his idea. He took a help of a mentor from a local tech club to guide him through complex aspects. He spent countless hours researching, experimenting, learning from his mistakes, facing endless humiliation until the science fair arrives. The same group of boys. Solar charger, solar charger, solar charger. The boy enters, smiles, but with a hidden message. The teacher. Here comes contestant number 3 with project solar powered phone charger. The boy takes the box and gives it to the teacher. The teacher puzzles, opens. What is this? Ooh, a solar powered phone charger. Does it work? Damn, it works! The whole hall claps in amusement. Dear friends and fellow Gaveliers, do you know who was this young boy going through such haunting conditions, a miserable journey, and striving to achieve success? Who is it? If I can do it, why not you? Yes, that was me, Abdul Rahman Khan. My name was announced as the winner of that contest. Dear friends and fellow Gaveliers, I have learned from this experience. Self-belief is the driving force that pushes us to challenge the impossible. Doubts, it transforms my aspirations into extraordinary achievements. Doubts may hold you back, but with self-belief, you can overcome any challenge and reach your true potential. So don't wait to strike the iron till it's hot, but make it hot by striking it. A young boy sitting on the muddy land. His eyes are at that only piece of bread. He is hungry for the rest of the day. He looks at his 7 brothers and sisters, looking at that same loaf of bread. He could not bear. He stands, runs out of the house, tears in his eyes. The darkness of the poverty, looking over, shadowing his future. But nature had his own plans for him. His dedication, hard work, and perseverance create something unimaginable. Millions of hearts pounding with excitement. This same boy, now grown in his strong hands, he holds a javelin, an ordinary piece of equipment to some, but to him it symbolizes a dream, a possibility. That boy is arshadnadeem. He throws the javelin as far as he could, as if he's trying to get rid of misery from his life. The world shouts, "Hey, he did it! He set the new world record!" Growing up in a small village with limited resources, Arshad could have easily believed that his dream was out of reach. But he didn't. Instead, he believed in something far more powerful, himself. Dear friends and fellow Gaveliers, self-belief is the catalyst that transforms ambitious dreams into reality. It proves without any doubt, with determination and confidence, even the youngest ones amongst us can achieve extraordinary things. Self-belief is like a superpower. Once you start to believe in yourself, the magic starts happening. No more telling people who you are. Your results will show what you are. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Me too. Back to you, Master of Science.
Now we will observe 2 minutes of silence for the judges to